Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks, changing speeds east and west, a gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright, the father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play, Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones, Andrew let her fly, and his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts, a plenty from Strider, the quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez, Javi to B-Mac, Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog, he won 355, could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking, the top pitcher's lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy, the big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler, Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren, Skip Carey 2, Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren, spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni, yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby, and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young, the game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Rama-Lama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short, and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the Great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves country's the best. Line Up for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
gobble. One of us. We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Google gobble, one of us. Google gobble, one of us. Google gobble. Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
Armchair.
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me. You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They'll come for reasons they can't even fathom. I know for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past. They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, It's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well,
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop. All throughout Braves country, pop that top! Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You're trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light pyramid. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red bells bursting in air.
time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the Diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing shortstop for the Philadelphia Phillies, it's Trey Turner. 3 home runs, 9 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .229. Kyle Schwarber, batting second, the designated hitter, 15 RBI, a .192 clip. Bryce Harper, the first baseman, 6 home runs, 18 RBI, a .270 average, 1 stolen base. Reyes is in left field, 1 home run, 1 RBI. They came off of Chris Sale last week, a .200 average. Adolis Garcia, batting fifth, in right field, 3 home runs, a .240 average, 7 RBI, 1 stolen base. Alec Bohm, batting sixth, playing third, 1 home run, 11 RBI, batting .149. Sosa is batting seventh and playing second, 1 home run, 7 RBI, a .278 average. Dylan Moore is in center field and batting eighth. He's 0 for 9 on the year with 1 stolen base. Marchand is behind the plate, batting .103, 1 home run, 2 RBI. On the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies, it's Aaron Nola, 1-2 with a .506 ERA and a .146 whip. 26 innings, 29 strikeouts, 29 hits allowed, 10 walks, 4 home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with Chris Sale. The conductor is 4-1 with a 2.79 ERA and a shiny 1.00 whip. 29 innings, 29 strikeouts, 22 hits allowed, 7 walks, 5 home runs served. Backing up Sale in the bottom of the first inning, leading off and playing right field, Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 home runs, 8 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .226. Drake Baldwin batting second and behind home plate. 7 home runs, 24 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .302. Batting third, playing first, Matt Olson. The Ice House has 7 home runs, 22 RBI, and a .297 average. Nazi Albies batting cleanup and at second. 5 home runs, 16 RBI, a .318 average. Michael Harris II, batting fifth, the designated hitter. 6 home runs, 20 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .333. And Austin Riley, batting sixth, playing third. A .217 average with 3 home runs, 17 RBI, 2 stolen bases. In left field today, it's Mauricio Dubon. 2 home runs, 14 RBI, a 274 clip. The Yaz getting the seat. And Eli White is patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. 6 for 32 on the year with 1 home run, 4 RBI. Jorge Mateo batting 9th and playing short. A 292 average, 1 home run, 3 RBI, 2 stolen bases in 24 plate appearances. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate tonight, or this afternoon, I guess I should say, it's Mike McClinsky. Your first base umpire, Gabe Morales. Second base will be manned by Dexter Kelly, and down the third base line, it's Emil Jimenez. Game time temperatures here in Truist Park, Atlanta, Georgia. 77 degrees with the wind blowing out at about 5 miles an hour to dead center. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 200 on the money line. Philly plus 181. The over-under is 8. Our pick to click today for your Atlanta Braves with Nola on the mound. We're going to go with Michael Harris, who's 8 for 32 lifetime in 3 home runs, and he's been red hot. We'll take your Atlanta Braves, get back into the win column, and put some runs on the board on Nola. Give me Atlanta 8, Philadelphia 2.
All we got on this team is a bunch of and a booger-eating moron. That booger-eating spaz make me want to puke.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day Superstation, bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the country club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the country club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving. Stop that. Too late.
Yeah, roll call.
You're in Braves country.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the country club. Thanks to Iron Lung giving away the memberships early today. I see Justin, Lady Hawk, and Bobby. Iron Lung, good to see you. Uncle Charlie. Other people in the club, who do we have here? Richard Talley. Alex Holbrooks. Royal Pita. On a Sunday afternoon here. Who else do we have in the club today? Lewis. Doing good, Alex. Treenug. Other folks not quite in the club yet. We'll get them there. Nathaniel, Brandon, Willis, Oswaldo, Justin, Velvet, Daniel, Emilio, Tim, Southern Sierra, good to hear you hanging in there, Willis. We've been thinking about you. Teddy from Alaska. We're going to be back in just a flash if we missed anybody. let us know, and tell us where you hail from. It's always good to find out where everybody is listening from in this great world of ours.
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Milliseconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stand's full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known an instance where so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Drive and a base hit. Just as the score of the tying run. Breathe to the plate. And he is saved.
country from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over to first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. And the place is going bananas.
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
You're in Braves country.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. First time in a while it's been on a Sunday afternoon like this. We'll see what kind of how many folks will be coming in here. Beautiful day here at Truist Park. Doesn't look like we've got any worries about rain today, thankfully. Atlanta Braves are in their home whites, top to bottom. Braves across the chest in red, outlined in navy, same as the tomahawk underneath Braves, with striped in gold. Blue ball cap, white A, red bill. White A representing the city of Atlanta. Philadelphia, they are wearing their road grays once again. Phillies across the chest in red, outlined in white. And Chris Sale firing his final warm-up tosses. We're just waiting for the 3D to kick in. Chris Sale comes set. Lefty-righty matchup to Trey Turner. And yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country, and the first pitch on the way as we lift the curtain is right there for a strike to Turner. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Right there. And looks like we're going to... Appears we're going to get a challenge right out of the box. And we do get overturned, so good challenge by Drake Baldwin, your home plate umpire. Mike McClinsky. He's been a rough one over the years, and I mean that was a pretty big miss, to be honest with you. So the 0-2 count, swing and a miss, strike three, and Chris Sale is off and running. One away. Got the Chris Sale conductor emoji in the chat for when he strikes out. Of course, you also have the swinging K, the electric K. And we put that in there this year for like a really big situation, bases loaded, that kind of thing. And then, of course, you got the caught looking backwards K. Lefty is Kyle Schwarber, the batter. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Braves, one of many teams in action here today. We'll try to keep you up to date on what's going on. Mets are in a doubleheader with the Rockies today. Their game was rained out last night. Lefty matchup, Schwarber. The 1-0 right there, P at the knees. 95 miles an hour, it's 1-1. That's great to hear, Edward. Good to see you, sir. The 1-1 pitch, swing. Chops it foul, 1-2. 1-2 count. Edwards been going through it. It's good to hear some good news. The 1-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the third base line. He did not 2-2. Let's start that back up for Edwards. The 2-2 just misses the bottom of the zone. That thing swept across. The way they described the ABS system, though it landed in the mid underneath the zone, I would tend to think that probably hit, but you can understand why Drake wouldn't challenge it. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it over towards Olsen, and it's going to be a 3-1, 2 down. That slider on the 2-2, it just drifted across the plate about knee high. By the time it got to the mitt of Drake, it was a touch low. Two up, 2 down. Bryce Harper, the batter. The infield is back pretty straight away, a little bit to the right, but not as much as you would normally see on a power hitting right-hander. The first pitch is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Nothing your score if you're just joining us. Kicks and fires. Upstairs, slider on the inner track. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Sale turns and fires. Swing, chops it foul off the plate, and it's 1-2. If I sound a little bit worse for the wear today, I'm a little bit under the weather, but we'll make it through it today one way or the other. Braves play today, and then we're off tomorrow, and then back at it on Tuesday. We welcome in the Tigers. I believe right now it lines up where it's going to be Tarek Skubal pitching in that series, possibly Tuesday. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3, Chris Sale. 2 strikeouts to get it going here in Braves country.
Next question, gentlemen. What is the one thing the people on the other side of your street have more of than you do? Your wife said they have more grass than you do.
Grass.
I wouldn't bet on that.
It was a homeless woman, wasn't it?
It was a homeless woman, yeah. He said that he had to give his kidnappers $500, so he gave her his credit card to go get him $500 and whatever, because none of it turns out to...
You know what this sounds like to me? It sounds like Allensby got all liquored up and paid a homeless woman $500 to roll around under the bridge with him.
Now they got 2 guys coming out saying that they found him unconscious on the side of a road.
It turned out it wasn't a wine bar; it was a strip club. So let's say what really happened here. We've all been there.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody's been under a bridge with a homeless woman giving her $500. I've been in similar instances, but I'm not going to say I've been there. First of all, it takes a lot less than $500, okay, buddy? That's where you got taken right there from the jump.
But, I want to say one thing in all seriousness. I feel sorry for you people that don't drink. I mean it, because when you wake up in the morning, that's as good as you're going to feel all day.
Roberto Clemente learned his baseball in the cane fields of Puerto Rico, and for all of his major league career, he played spectacularly for a little publicized team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was a savage line drive hitter with a phenomenal throwing arm, proud of his Latin heritage, often plagued by injuries.
Roberto Clemente, he had a certain motion with his neck because he had a bad back. He said his back always hurt. He had a certain motion with his neck, and all of us imitated this motion that he had with his neck. So you see all these kids in school who are doing this because they picked this up from Clemente. You go to bat and you did this head motion. You swung the bat like Clemente.
And then for the Puerto Rican community, he was, their guy, the guy who really gave a lot back.
Welcome back. Nothing, your score. Would you British bastards quit trying to get Irishmen to drink tea? You'd have us all speaking German if we listened to you. The first pitch on the way is swung on and sliced foul. Out of play, it's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Ronald Acuna Jr., the batter. The 0-1. High and out of the zone, 1-1. Why is it people who quit drinking want a button or something? Whoopity-doo! You're sober or miserable, we get it. The 1-1 count. Outside wide, 2-1. All in fun, Underwater, just giving you a hard time. I know you like to preach your way of life, I guess is the best way to put it. The 2-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, rips it. Over towards short. It's off the glove of Turner. He's going to have to hurry. Here comes the throw, and Acuna will just beat it out. If he was hustling the whole way, it would have been absolutely, positively safe. It was only close because Acuna was kind of lollygagging until he realized the ball came out of the glove. So hopefully that stands. It was really close. See if they're going to challenge it. From the naked eye, it looks like he did beat it. I have bad allergies is normally what my issue is this time of year. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's normally what it is. First pitch on the way from Drake Baldwin is swung on. That ball is smoked into right field, and your Atlanta Braves have runners on first and second and nobody out. So a good piece of hitting there by the Drake. After an infield single by Acuna.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Drake is good. Matt Olson, the batter. Righty-lefty matchup. Olson digging in. Runners at first and second, nobody out. 0-0 your score. First pitch on the way is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. The 1-0. High and out of the zone. Ball 2-0. The 2-0 count. Down and in. Ball 3-0. You keep your temperance movement to yourself. Didn't work in the 1920s, not going to work here. The 3-0 count to Olson. Runners on first and second. The pitch on the way. Just grabs the bottom of the zone. 3-1. I can see Underwater now, the 1920s, with his signs and the skirts and trying to abolish alcohol in the United States. The 3-1 is as Nola turns around. So 3-1. Yeah, Alex, it was a close pitch, but I don't think it's worth challenging. Not this early in the game. Looked like it probably hit the bottom of the zone. The 3-1 pitch. Swing lifts it. High and deep into right field. Get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a, ding-dong. A 3-run shot. And all this talk about trying to shut down alcohol in the United States, Olson says, shove it up your A-gap. It's 3-0.
Ice House. Always smooth, never watered down.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
3-0 your score. So here we go. Still nobody out. Nazi Albies the batter. First pitch, right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, you're right, Underwater. You'll literally die on that hill. We'll all die on a hill somewhere. Some of us will be happy. Some of us will be sober. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, chops it over towards second. It's going to be a 4-3 put out. And one away. I think it was the great Ben Franklin that said alcohol or beer is proof that God loves us. Left to right in the outfield for the Phillies, it's Reyes, Moore, and Garcia around the horn. Bohm, Turner, Sosa, and Harper. Marchand's behind the plate. Usually wait until after the first out in the inning. We just got the first out. If you're just joining us, those tuning in on radio, it's 3-0 Atlanta. First pitch is outside wide to Michael Harris II. It's 1-0. I was thinking about this morning. I was hoping that after that 10-game losing streak and the Phillies finally getting off the schneid last night, that was just going to take it out of them, and they would come in here kind of drained this morning. The 1-0, chops it foul, 1-1. You remember Aaron Nola used to give the Braves fits. Now, the last couple of years, Nola hasn't been the pitcher he was for years. And kind of a bullet dodged by the Braves. Because if you remember when they signed him to the long-term extension, the Braves were the front runners to steal him away from Philly. As the 1-1, swing and a miss, it's 1-2. So essentially, if we end up with Nola, there's probably not much of a chance that we also have Sale at this point. 1-2 count. Turns and kicks. High and out of the zone, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing. Chops it over on the... Is it going to stay fair? Just rolling foul down the third base line. Would have been an easy single for Harris if he somehow... keeps that ball fair. It rolled all the way down the line. We'll say about 15 feet before the bag. It turned left at Albuquerque. It's 0-0 in the Mets-Rockies game. That's the main one we'll be keeping you up to date on. They're playing a doubleheader today. It's McLean in game 1 and then Kodai Senga in game 2. So Colorado's got a good chance for a split there. Senga's been pitching poorly. The 2-2 swing, fouls it straight back. Harris batting .333 in April. The pitch in the dirt. Full count. It's also batting .333 on the year. Dubon is on deck. Remember, the Yaz is taking a seat. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the bender down in on his ankles. And first strikeout for Nola. 2 down. Two up, 2 down. Braves with 3 across. Austin Riley, the batter. He's got pretty good numbers against Nola. 3 home runs lifetime. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Fastball. It's 0-1. Batting just .250, but a high OPS up near 1,000. I was a little surprised to see that because Nola has been so good against the Braves till just recently. The 0-1. High and inside, and that is 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Sean Murphy continues to rehab today with Spencer Strider getting the start today with Gwinnett. The 1-1 pitch, swing, pops it up, will it stay in play. First base side, and Harper's underneath it, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 3 on the board. We'll be back in a flash. 3-0 good, guys. Top of the second to go.
I am genuinely upset. I'm legitimately, I'm mad. I'm sad. I am confused. I am shocked and appalled. At what age did the people at the bank decide that I no longer enjoy suckers?
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Got lost in the game. I mean, the ballpark, the people, the color, the sounds, the smells. And it's a passion. It's a very, very big part of my life. Sometimes I like to be 11 years old. I like being part of something that's bigger than me. It's good for your soul to invest in something you can't control.
You're a romantic. You have a lyrical soul. You can love under the best and worst conditions.
Everybody's always so quick to tell you that McDonald's is so unhealthy. What about that relationship you in? McStupid.
Clemente batted .414 in the series, hit 2 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs, and led the Pirates to the championship in 7 games. A year later, on September 30th, 1972, he passed yet another milestone in his long career.
Everybody certainly wants Bobby to get that big number 3,000. Matlack on the 0-1. Bobby hits a drive into the gap in left center field. There she is.
That winter, an earthquake hit Nicaragua, and Clemente volunteered to carry relief supplies to the victims. On New Year's Eve, his plane crashed into the Atlantic Ocean. His body was never found.
Welcome back. Reyes the batter. First pitch is a slider to Reyes. Right there. Lefty-righty matchup. Felix Reyes with the home run against Chris Sale last weekend. It's his only home run. The 0-1. Swing, rifles it foul. 1-2. Batting .200 on the year. He's on a straight platoon. You'll only see him versus left-handers. The 0-2 pitch, high and out of the zone, 1-2. That home run by Olsen was 105 miles an hour off the bat. That was after consecutive 109s off the bat by Acuna and Drake. The 1-2. Fouls it down the line. We'll do it again. For those of y'all who don't keep up with that kind of statistic, it means that ball's sizzling off the bat. They were squaring them up. We'll see if that continues. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the line. Looked like he did. He did not. First base umpire. Gabe Morales. Oh, yeah. That's close. But regardless, the 2-2 count. Swing. Bangs it off the plate. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Sale flips it up there. Swing. That ball swatted down over the third base dugout. Smoked, but well out in front of it. Got to figure the Mets have a pretty good chance of winning game one just because it's Quintana versus Nolan McClain. I mean, that's a pitching mismatch. The 2-2 swing. Rolls it over foul, do it again. I didn't see the Colorado second pitcher, and maybe they haven't announced it yet because they're calling somebody up, but Senga's going for the Mets, and he's been getting peppered all over the field. Ever since that injury, the underhanded toss from Alonso, the 2-2 pitch, another foul ball. He's really making them work here. That was, the 9th pitch of the at-bat? I think it's just going to be easier to hit him. 2-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing rifled right back to the mound, and an atom ball. Attaboy, Chris Sale. He'll make the catch, or the catch made him. One away. L1 in your scorecard. That ball was rifled right back up the middle. The only person who's going to make a play on that is Sale. He stuck his red glove up, flashing some red leather. As he fell to the ground, he made the catch. And this kid, Reyes, for whatever reason, he sees the ball well out of Sale's hand. Adolis Garcia, the batter. What highlight was that? I saw a highlight yesterday as the first pitch to Garcia is a P at the knees, four-seam fastball, it's on one. And I don't think it was major leagues. It must have been college. But this pitcher made an unbelievable leaping stab on an atom ball that was off to his side heading towards first. As the 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. And it was like the play of the day on, I don't know, Sports Center or one of those shows. The 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it away. And the guy had to make a leaping grab, and he fell to the ground. And I'll never see stuff like that ever again without thinking of when Chris Sale made that great grab, and we were all happy. And then moments later, we would find out that not only is he injured, but he's going to be out for about 6 weeks. 1-2 count, swing and a miss, strike three, and there's two away. Pitch in the dirt, and he was flailing at it. That's 3 strikeouts for the conductor. Yeah, underwater. I don't even know why it was on. I think I was waiting for something else to come on. Oh, I know what it was. The draft was coming on, and I was going to attempt to watch it yesterday morning. That's what it was. First pitch on the way is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. And I made, I think, 15 minutes. And for those of y'all who don't follow the draft and whatnot, the first night's entertaining. The second night's pretty decent. The third day's brutal. That's the 1-0 inside. Called for a strike. Bohm's going to win this challenge. He's challenging the call on McClinsky, and that pitch was, I'll say, 2 inches inside is what I'm going to guess. And he did win the challenge. See what they say. 1.7. Okay. 1.6. The 2-0. Swing, bangs it foul, 2-1. But all they did was, on their draft in the third day, was the NFL would put the camera on some dopey fan standing up there introducing the pick and telling you where they're from. And they'd flown in all these people from around the world, essentially. The 2-1. Just misses outside, ball 3-1. So there was a guy who was like from Germany, and he was randomly like a Packers fan. Well, I don't even remember the context, but I got about 15 minutes. And I was like, I'm not listening to this. I just wanted to hear analysis from the experts and what they had to say. The 3-1 swing, fouls it back, full count. Full count. Because when you do this all the time, you kind of miss like enjoying other people calling stuff and breaking down stuff. Is the 3-2 swing and a miss, strike three. And that'll end the inning. Anyways, I made a mental note. Don't try day 3 of the NFL draft ever again.
I just saw one of my local crackheads, and he looked at me and he was like, "Hey, got one for you." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I'll huff, I'll puff, and I'll steal all your stuff."
The real question is brunette crazy, redhead crazy, or blonde crazy? Oof.
Oh, brunette crazy.
Yeah, those are completely different kind of crazies. Because redhead crazy is like will ruin your life, but will be the best bouncing time you've ever had in your life.
Blonde crazy.
Will ruin your life, but will also blast the car into the side of an 18-wheeler going...
That's because she's in her damn Barbie Jeep and doesn't understand what curves are.
Brunette crazy is the kind where you wake up and she's standing over you with a Bowie knife and you're like, "What are you doing?" And she just says, "Don't worry about it." You do exactly the opposite. You worry about
everything.
Turn off for me, can't swim. I mean, the earth is 80% water. So if there's a tsunami and you trying to get on my back, bye, I'm doing me. I ain't your floaty. I ain't nobody floaty.
The legality of Major League Baseball's controversial reserve clause is now in the hands of the Supreme Court. The case involves the trade of Curt Flood from St. Louis to Philadelphia. That case for Flood is being argued.
It was so difficult for the fans to understand my problems with baseball. I was telling my story to deaf ears because I was telling my story to a person who would give their firstborn child to be doing what I was doing. And he just could not understand how there could be anything possibly wrong with baseball.
For nearly 3 years, Curt Flood had been in the courts, fighting a one-man battle with Major League Baseball over the reserve clause. Despite the advice of the Players Union, he had left the game in 1969 rather than be traded against his will.
Welcome back. Aaron Nola, the pitcher on the bump. The Braves lead it 3-0. And Mauricio Dubon stands at the plate. He'll take one at the knees. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 0-0-0 for Philly. It's a 3-run home run by Matt Olson. If you're just joining us, that's the big difference. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Nola, he's grinding the ball and looking at it. I don't think it's the ball over there. The 1-1. Outside wide, 2-1. To Underwater's point, Nola looks like that he might have tied one on last night. He looks rough, man. He's sweating. The 2-1 count. Swing lifts it. High and deep into right center field. Going back on the track. Making the catch. No, it comes out of his glove. Slamming into the wall is Moore. And Dubon keeps running, keeps hustling. And he is safe. It's a leadoff triple for your Atlanta Braves. Holy cow, was that a good fortune. It looked like...
me. Would you have any... But of course.
It looked like off the jump of the bat that they wouldn't be able to get to it, and Moore's got good speed. He ran it down, but as he tried to catch it, it bounced off his glove as he slammed into the wall out there. By the time he got the ball, Dubon standing at third. Pretty good hustle by Moore there to get up and get that ball back in, because if not, Dubon was booking. That was going to be an inside the Parker. Righty-righty matchup as the pitch to the Book of Eli is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Thank you, Ashley. The 0-1 pitch. Swing! Bangs it into the third base dugout. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. 3-0 your score. Good, guys. Unless you had the misfortune growing up a Philadelphia fan. Prayers. 188 average here for Eli, the 0-2. down and away, and it is 1-2. The infield is drawn in. I think I failed to say that a second ago. Pretty straight away, a little bit shaded to the left side on the right-hand part of the infield. The 1-2 count. Out and away. Curveball, knuckle curve, 2-2. What you get from Aaron Nola is a 5-pitch mix. Is the 2-2 pitch swing, hammers it to left field. That ball's going to score a run, and it's going to get over the wall. A mighty smack over the track in the book of Eli makes it 5-0.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, from the dust we are, and to the dust we shall return.
361 happy feet over the left field wall into the bullpen. Your Atlanta Braves up on top by a nickel. It's 5-0. Here in the bottom of the second. Jorge Mateo, the number 9 hitter. First pitch down and away, called for a wide low strike. Mateo won't challenge, but he would have won it. It's 1-0. 1-0. Or 0-1, excuse me. Should be 1-0. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Cutter off the edge. 0-2. I like the maturity from Mateo, though, not to challenge that, because it's the beginning of a count. You're in the second inning. You're up by 5, and you just never know when you may need a challenge. The 0-2. In the dirt, good take. 1-2. Well, who hates Eli, Uncle Charlie? Let's get a list out. 1-2 count. Outside wide, 2-2. No blasphemy on Eli White. That's the 2025 Bristol Cup MVP. The 2-2. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with that knuckle curve off the edge. That's the pitch that he loves to throw when he gets ahead, especially to the right-handers. But you'll see it dive into the left as well. He throws a 5-pitch mix of the curveball. It's actually a knuckle curve. They have it called a curve. 4-seamer, sinker, and a change. And they come in all pretty heavily. Curveball at 29, 4-seamer at 29. Sinker at 19%, the changeup 13%. And that cutter comes in at 10%, so he doesn't even have like one pitch that he barely uses. First pitch to Ronald Acuna Jr. is the 4-seamer. Up high and away, it's 1-0. 1-0. Try to get him to chase that cutter off the edge. It's ball 2, 2-0. Acuna reached on an infield single his first time up, came around to score on the Olsen home run. The 2-0 count. Down below the knees. And Acuna's challenging this. He will win this one. He's not had great numbers on the challenges, but McClinsky's been a disaster today. Let's see what the final number on that is. That ball misses by 2.5 inches. He doesn't know what he's looking at out there. A 3-0 count. Brings it. Down and away, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Ronald Acuna Jr. keeps things rolling here. Braves lead it 5-0.
Bravo.
Drake comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single to right.
Bravo.
Nola, by the way, at 41 pitches. High number here in the second inning. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. Throw goes down to second base. And Ronald Acuna Jr. has that base stolen with ease.
I feel the need for speed.
So Acuna, my math is right, that's stolen base number 6. Yes, it is number 6. Swing, rips it over to the right field side. That's going to get down and into the corner. Acuna comes around to score, and your Atlanta Braves lead it 6-0. That ball was smoked, baby. The Drake putting on a clinic. 2 for 2.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
The Drake is good. It's 6-0. Good, guys. Drake Baldwin stopped at first, by the way. It was deep into the corner, but it was cut off pretty quickly out there and right by Garcia as the first pitch to Matt Olson, who hit a 3-run bomb his first time up. It's right there at the knees. It's 0-1. And he thought about heading to second, but probably wouldn't have been wise. The 0-1. Out and away, 1-1. Acuna, Eli, maybe even Ozzie and Mateo, they probably could have turned those into doubles, but Baldwin would have needed some good fortune. 1-1 to Olson. Turns and kicks. Outside wide, ball 2, 2-1. Braves lead it 6-0 if you're just joining us. If this score holds, they'll continue to be the only team in baseball to not lose a series. The 2-1 right there at the knees, 2-2. Two count. Nola comes set and brings it. Swing, rolls it over, foul. Good job by Olson to stay alive there. That knuckle curve started out on the third base side, and it was going to smack the bottom corner of the zone for strike 3 if Olson doesn't make contact. 6-0 your score. Olson with a 3-run. White with the 2-run home run, and Drake with an RBI single. The 2-2 swing pops it up. Does it stay in play? Foul territory. Marchand giving chase, and he falls. Does he hold on to it? The ball popped out. It looks like he did hold on to it. 2 down. You can tell that was going to be difficult when the catcher starts backpedaling. They don't really have the gear to do that well. And the ball, when he hit the ground, it didn't pop out as far as I thought it had. It was really more of a snow cone. So Ozzie Albies the batter. This will be the 50th pitch of the afternoon by Nola. The pitch on the way is swung on and lifted. That'll be a lazy fly ball into left field, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 3 more on the board. It's 6-0. Good, guys. We go to the third in Atlanta.
I know that violence is not the answer, but yes, it is.
Let me get this straight. I can go to the grocery store and buy a pound of sliced ham in a plastic bag, a loaf of bread in a plastic bag, a gallon of milk in a plastic jug, a pack of napkins in plastic wrap, a store-made salad in a plastic tub, plastic bottles with ketchup or mustard, but they won't give me a plastic bag to carry it home in because the plastic bag is bad.
Girls that eat pickles and like thoroughly enjoy eating them, and I'm not talking about like on a burger or anything, but like pickles from a pickle jar. They're always hot. Like, what's with it with hot girls and pickles? I don't understand you.
What I told him was that I agreed with him in principle, but that the courts had treated players as property and would likely do so again, and that his attempt, while a principled one, was, I thought, doomed to failure. And I worried about his knowing the kinds of chances he was taking, that he was going to end his career in a case that probably was a loser.
The lawyers for the major leagues would not talk for the cameras, but in the courtroom they argued that the reserve clause is essential to the future of organized baseball, that without the reserve clause, all the rich teams would get all the star players. But Arthur Goldberg maintains that the reserve clause, tying a player to one team for the rest of his life, is in violation of the 13th Amendment. That's the amendment against slavery and indentured servitude.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. 6-0 your score. We go to the top of the third inning. Chris Sale fires the first pitch. Inside, misses for a ball. To Edmund Sosa. 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, lifts it. Deep into center field on the track. Making the leaping catch is the Book of Eli. Nice play out there by Eli White. He robbed extra bases for sure.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
Man, that was a nice catch out there. That's how you know that game last night, when it's all said and done, was a little fluky. Because for those of y'all who missed the game, the run that tied the game up in the 8th, as the first pitch is outside wide for a ball, is 1-0. It was hit by Schwarber, and it was scalded, but typically Eli White makes that catch. He misread it for a second. He went to slam on the brakes, and he just slipped because of the wet conditions, is the 1-0. Right there on the outer edge, 1-1. Now, thankfully, he didn't hurt himself or whatever, but the ball went over his head. Schwarber, who's a slow runner, ends up on third. They tied the game and win it in extras. If it wasn't for that, Philly would still be on that losing streak. The 1-1. Out of the zone, 2-1. 2-1 count. I didn't hear an interview on him, but I guarantee if you were to ask Eli what he takes more pride in, is it the home run that he hit today or making those great catches in the outfield, he's going to tell you his glove. 3-1 count now to Moore as the slider missed out of the zone. It looked like it hit, but they're not going to challenge it. The 3-1 pitch. Right there for a strike. So that's even Steven there because that pitch was inside. Full count. Home plate umpire Mike McClinsky is a disaster. This guy is, that's the term I always use, he's eating onions and spotting dimes. He doesn't know what he's seeing out there. The payoff pitch, swing, lifts it into center field. Eli's got a beat on it, and F8 in your scorecard, 1 down. I still can't believe that the Red Sox win 17-1. I've got the stat here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. And then they fire their skipper. First pitch is right there off the edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Excuse me, for a ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. Marchand, the batter. Swing, fouls it in and out of the glove. Drake Baldwin. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Down and in. Hits him in the leg. And that will be a free base. So Philly gets their base runner aboard. First one of the game. As the perfecto goes by the waysides. So on Friday night, someone tweeted out that the Braves are 17-1 when scoring 3 runs or more in an inning, 15-0 when leading after 6, and 17-3 when scoring 4 more runs. Now, some of that was affected by last night as the first pitch to Turner is 1-0. I'm trying to find the 1-0, down and in. Ball 2-0. 2-0 count. I thought I had bookmarked it, but maybe I didn't. Chris Sale, 47th pitch of the day. Inside, misses, ball 3, 3-0. So Turner trying to work his way aboard with Schwarber on deck. Braves lead 6-0. The 3-0 pitch right there at the knees, 3-1. Well, I can't find it now, but somebody put a statistic out about someone firing their manager after winning the game by 16 runs as the 3-1 pitch swing. Hits it up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. And the Phillies will have 2 on and 2 out. And we all know that Kyle Schwarber could change this game with 1 swing. Schwarber took Sale to a full count his first time up. As Drake went out there to have a quick talk with Sale. Probably going to talk about what they're going to use for you got runners at first and second and 2 outs and a power left-handed batter. You probably wanted to go over how they were going to play the infield versus how they wanted to pitch them. Big spot in the game here, because if you can get out of this jam, it can really take the air out of the balloon of Philadelphia. Braves lead at 6-0. First pitch is inside for a strike. And Schwarber's going to challenge that. He'll probably win that. That was close, but it looked like it just missed. If the box on the screen is accurate. And it is a ball. 1-0. One-0 count. Brings it inside. That one almost got him in the belt. 2-0. Man, I don't even know how that missed him. Schwarber got out of the way somehow. 2-0 count. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch on the way. That one almost missed him. Almost hit him, excuse me. And Sale, he's got to simmer down here. He's got a 6-run lead in the third. Bryce Harper's on deck. The 3-0. Right there for a strike, 3-1. Chris Sale, by the way, moved into 28th place on Major League Baseball's all-time strikeout list, passing Chuck Finley. And 7th all-time for left-handers. The 3-1 swing. Chops it foul. We'll do it again. On the all-time list, David Cone and Frank Tanana are next. He's trying to chase down. Full count. Brings it. Swing. Chops it foul once again. So the runners will be on the move once again. Infield is back and to the right. Outfield deep and straight away. The payoff pitch, inside ball 4. That's going to load the bases. So that's a little concerning if you're playing along at home. You got the bases loaded. There are 2 outs. Bryce Harper coming to the plate. Lefty, first pitch on the way inside. That one almost hits him. He is not getting the right grip on that slider for some reason. It's 1-0. Looked very sharp in the beginning. You know, you'd almost like to see Hefner go out there and talk to him right now in between pitches. The 1-0. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. 2-0 count. Turns and kicks. 3-0. Pitch way outside on the other end. .30. Swing! Fouls it away inside. 3-1. .3-1 count. Turns and fires. Right there. Taken all the way. Full count. So full count, which means everybody will be on the move, but the Braves are a strike away from getting out of this mess. The 3-1, or 3-2, excuse me. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. All aboard. Whoa, whoa. Chicka, 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 chicka. Whoa, whoa.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said get off your phone. We're watching a show.
Do you get off your phone whenever I'm watching football on the weekends?
But this is different. We're trying to spend quality time together.
Well, we could spend quality time together watching football if you weren't on your phone, so it seems like a little bit of a double standard.
Well, at least on our TV shows, we don't know what's going to happen. But when we watch the Cowboys, I feel like the same thing happens every year.
Got him! Got him!
Armchair.
World Series chance for the first time since 1995. I'm going to take a quick break to pour me a drink, by God. And then I'll meet y'all here. Anyone who wants to hang out and celebrate, we're going to keep this feed going. And let it get it, baby! It's about damn time!
Flood's first trial had been in federal district court in Manhattan in 1970.
I think Kurt Flood on the stand was treated miserably by the federal judge. He almost taunted him. A judge who showed great respect for almost all witnesses. From the bench, the judge asked Kurt Flood, this is not as easy as playing center field, is it? With a sarcastic tone in the middle of a difficult cross-examination.
No active player dared testify on his behalf. Only owner Bill Veeck and a handful of retired stars came to Flood's defense.
Bottom of the third we go. 6-0 your score, and the first pitch to Michael Harris' second is a bender below the knees. Called for a strike, terrible call. Harris doesn't want to challenge it. Oh, he is going to challenge it. Okay. My mistake. So it's a 1-0 count. At first it looked like that he was just rolling his eyes. I'm like, man, that deserves more than an eye roll. Tap that helmet, the 1-0. Outside wide 2-0. Nobody has lost a challenge yet. If my count's correct, that was the 5th ABS challenge lost by home plate umpire Mike McClinsky. I don't know if that's a record or not, but the 2-0, swing and a miss, 2-1. I feel like 5 in a row has got to be darn near a record for him not to get any of them right. He'll eventually start getting some right just because they're going to challenge everything. They're going to be like, you don't even know what you're doing, man. The 2-1 count. Inside, 3-1. He's gone knuckle curve to start off, and then after that ABS challenge, it's sinker, knuckle curve, back to the cutter. The 3-1 to Harris. I mean, I'd be guessing knuckle curve is what I'd be guessing. It's every other, the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Knuckle curve down and in. So a full count to Michael. Harris 0 for 1 on the day. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, same pitch. Got him on the knuckle curve, struck out, swinging his second time today on that same exact pitch. He got 2 strikes on him the first time and threw one into the dirt around his shoe tops, and once again. One down. That'll bring Austin Riley to the plate, batting .215 on the year. First pitch to Austin is right there for a strike. It's like the cutter, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Nullifiers it. Outside wide, 1-1. One count. Upstairs, misses. 2-1. You'd like to see O'Reilly start getting some good at bats here, some base hits, start getting that batting average up a little bit. He's literally on the Mendoza line. Mendoza's lifetime average is .215. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. It's always referred to as batting .200, but Mendoza, his actual lifetime batting average is .215. Reason why it was called the Mendoza line was because his whole career he always battled back and forth above and below is the 2-2, caught looking, strike 3. Pitch might have been outside, but Riley didn't challenge it. It's too close to take, to be honest. Got to swing the bat, 2 down. But his whole career, Mendoza would bounce back and forth like a jump rope between over and under 200, and that's how it became known as the Mendoza line. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch right there to Dubon is in for a strike. It's 0-1. He's grabbed his helmet a couple times. Is he challenging this? He is challenging it, and he loses another one. He's bad at those. That's his third one he's lost in this series. The 0-1 count. Turns and fires. Swing, lifts it. Lazy fly ball into left field, and that'll end the inning. So the Braves lose an ABS challenge. We're held scoreless for the first time this game. We go to the top of the 4th, leading 6-0.
Unlucky. Yeah. Man, I love the way y'all use that word over here. Back home, if a team was playing poorly, we don't call them unlucky. What do we call them, Coach?
New York Jets.
There it is.
Hey, Braves Country. This is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
We're doing 21 miles today for my 21st birthday.
Well, on my 21st birthday, I couldn't walk 21 feet. Huh? I got up. I think that's maybe what was wrong with me still to this day. All right? My 21st. I woke up with a football helmet, a woman's thong, and a flip-flop. I still don't know what happened. On my 21st birthday, one of my buddies on himself. Huh? He was quiet all night, and he was sitting on the couch. He said, I got 3 minutes later, he didn't say a word after that, but 3 minutes later, he said, I don't got no more. But happy birthday to you.
Flood lost in district court and then lost again in the Court of Appeal. And on June 18, 1972, by a vote of 5-3, the United States Supreme Court ruled against him. Baseball was still exempt from antitrust laws, and the reserve clause still stood.
I am particularly pleased that the court has recognized the need for a reserve system and has further recognized that baseball has not disregarded the extremely important position the player occupies. Over the long history of baseball, the reserve system has constantly evolved to improve the position of the player. I am confident that this process will continue.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
First pitch was a swing and a miss at the slider by Reyes. Lefty-righty, it's 0-1. Felix Reyes versus Chris Sale. Sale fires it into the dirt. Sale at 64 pitches. He's pretty good on that front. He ought to be able to get through 6. In a perfect world, maybe even 7. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. What you'd like to see is a short inning here because he labored quite a bit in that last inning. 1-2 count. What's everybody eating today? We got Bobby with a bag of popcorn, underwater with lobster bisque. The 1-2, swing, fouls it away, 2-2. I don't know if Tripp is eating falafels or if he's just talking about a falafel po' boy, but we'll give him credit. The 1-2 count, swing and a miss. Strike 3, got him. Chris Sale, 6 strikeouts now. His over-under out in the desert was 7.5, so he's just 2 away on that. Chop Shop's got mini roast beef and chicken wings. This is the first pitch, swing and a miss. Adolis Garcia, it's on 1. Ham and beans, mac and cheese, and cornbread for Uncle Charlie. Ashley had a protein shake. So far, you're the loser of the clubhouse, Ashley. Protein shake on a Sunday. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. I want to know why Underwater's not just drinking a cup of boiling hot water. The 0-2 count. That's your version of the hooch, right? The bisque. The 0-2 outside wide 1-2. Richard with the taco salad. Man, I'll tell you what, if a taco salad's made right, those things are good. Fried pork chop with Brandon. Tim with Vienna sausage sandwich. The 1-2 swing and strike 3. I apologize. That was a strikeout, number 7 for Sale. I've never heard of someone putting Vienna sausages on a sandwich. What kind of sauce do you put on? Is it just bread and Vienna sausages, or do you put tomatoes on it and lettuce or something? Cubed potatoes and chorizo from Iron Lung is the first pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Pulled barbecue pork and fried okra and mac and cheese. Hamburgers tonight for Normandy. Taco leftovers from Rosemary. The 0-1 swing fouls away. It's 0-2. Underwater, I bet you are a blast at parties. The 0-2 count. Down and away. 1-2. I don't know about you, Ashley. I'm not from the fancy South. I'm just from the South. We eat our Vienna sausages out of a can and pronounce them Vienna, even though I know it's technically Vienna. The 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. Chris Sale, have yourself a day, my man. He's rolling 8 strikeouts. Striking out the sides here on a Sunday afternoon here in Braves country.
Hey, Dad, what's one piece of advice you'd give to somebody?
Don't have kids.
All right, then.
Wait, what'd you say?
I know you're watching football all day, so I'm gonna go get you some more beer and make some wings for lunch. And I was also thinking that we could hang that TV outside so you could have 2 games at once. Why are you crying?
It's just the first time that you've said that you've loved me in a while.
Where are you from?
What?
Where are you from?
What are you talking about?
Where are you from?
You know where I'm from.
The folks want to know.
Oh, you're doing a question?
Yeah. Come talk to these folks.
All right, I'll tell them.
We are from West Georgia, near the Alabama line. We're a little bit classy and a little bit trashy. I probably have some family members that have dual roles. Do you know what that means? A cousin, maybe an uncle. Yep. I just had one locked up because they were mixing up chemicals in their motorhome. Look how she's looking at me. Don't be hating on your family.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is Friday, and to most blue-collar workers, that means nothing at all, because we got to go to work on Saturday.
We lost because my guys, my colleagues didn't stand up with me. And I can't make any excuse for them. Had we shown any amount of solidarity, if the superstars had stood up and said, we're with Curt Flood, if the superstars had walked into the courtroom in New York and made their presence known, I think that the owners would have gotten the message very clearly, given me a chance to win that.
Curt Flood never played Major League Baseball again.
Peter's drinking a Monster Energy drink. Ron with the grilled cheese sandwich. First pitch right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. You're listening to us on external radio. You can jump into our chat, bravescountryradio.com/@bravescountry. Braves Country Radio on YouTube. The 0-1 right there for a strike. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. The 0-2 swing. Joe's at a different kind of party. The 0-2 count. He's at a party down near South Beach somewhere. The 0-2. Kicks and fires. High out of the zone. 1-2. One-two count. Pitch misses down and away, and it's 2-2 to Eli White. Braves lead at 6-0. Nola, 60, I believe that's 68 pitches that he's on. The 2-2. Swing, rolls it over towards second. Juggles it for a second, and Eli White's going to be safe. I don't know if this is going to be an E4. It probably is because of the juggle, but the hustle by Eli White was the difference in this.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
Whiskers got chicken wings. So, as the first pitch is to the right-handed bat of Jorge Mateo's right there for a strike, it's 0-1. So I try to keep up, but it moves so fast during these. Is Tim saying that he's taking Vienna sausages and putting it on a hot dog bun? Is that what, slapping ketchup on it? Is the 0-1? Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Cunha on deck. Braves lead at 6-0. Got White Lightning over there at first. Typically, you'd be expecting him to take off. They might be telling him to take it easy because they don't need him getting his legs all banged up with what's going on with Harris. But he does have elite speed. One of the fastest runners in all of Major League Baseball. The 0-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away. That's Nola's fifth strikeout of the day, and that would sound great going through 3 1/3, but he's given up 6 earned runs, 2 home runs. Drake Baldwin, who's 2 for 2 on the day, comes to the plate. He's got an RBI. Excuse me, it's Acuna coming to the plate. Drake is on deck. Acuna 2 for 2. The first pitch swinging. He smokes it into the left field in between the 5-6 hole, and your Atlanta Braves having a Ronald Acuna Jr. sighting. He is now standing at first. Two for 2 with the walk. Got it mixed up in my head on the two of them. It's 2 for 2 now with the walk and 2 runs scored. His raised his batting average to 241. And Drake will now come to the plate. 2 for 2. First pitch upstairs. Couple of singles, both to right field. It's 1-0. 1-0. Drake now batting .314 on the year. The 1-0 pitch, right there at the knees, 1-1. Braves off tomorrow, and then a quick 3-game set against Detroit. The 1-1 pitch, swing. Broken bat down the third base line, 1-2. Drake will have to go get a new one. That one's splintered off the edge. 7:15 on Monday and Tuesday night. Or, excuse me, Tuesday and Wednesday night. And then Thursday is a getaway day at 12:15. The question that we have is they're projecting rain on Tuesday evening. So you may end up getting a doubleheader on Wednesday. The 1-2. Inside. 2-2. So when we put it up later, either today or tomorrow, and you'll see a doubleheader, and there won't be a name teams on the first one, it's because we're going to wait to see if the Braves get rained out on Tuesday before we declare the doubleheader. The 2-2. Swing, lifts it high and deep into right field, and drifting foul. Do it again. So one way or the other, we're planning on a doubleheader on Wednesday, a day-night split. But if it's the Braves, then we're carrying them. If not, we're going to do something else in the early going. There's a handful of games being played that morning. Two on, one out, a 2-2 count. Drake Baldwin. Olsen on deck, the pitch. Nowhere near the zone, out wide, pitch out territory. It's now a full count. He has a bit of a rhythm. It's like every other pitch is a knuckle curve. Payoff pitch, knuckle curve. There you go again. Swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again. If you look at this at bat, but several of the at bats today, knuckle curve going backwards. Knuckle curve, four seam, knuckle curve, sinker, knuckle curve, sinker. He's done that a lot today. The only thing bad about it is if you sit on a knuckle curve and he brings you the fastball, you're not going to be prepared. But that's got to be in the back of your mind. 2 on. 1 out. Time is being called by Baldwin after Nola. So basically, 2 timeouts just happened. Nola stepped off the bump, and then Baldwin called for a time. We're back to it. The payoff pitch. Inside high, and we're going to get a ABS challenge. That one looked like it probably missed the zone. It was close, and it did. It's ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. We were talking about that earlier. Someone was going to lose the challenge here and there because there's been so many, because McClinsky's been so bad behind the plate today. Both teams down to 1 ABS challenge, and a quick powwow on the mound from CC, Caleb Cotham of the Philadelphia Phillies, as he talks, the pitching coach, as he talks to not only Nola, but the entire infield is in there. Bases loaded. Ducks all over the pond. And here we go. Matt Olson standing in. He's already got 1 3-run home run. How about if we end a grand salami to this sucker? First pitch on the way. High and out of the zone, it's 1-0. Olsen with 3 RBI. A run scored. He's 1 for 2. He's now batting .301 on the year. And an OPS at .999. The 1-0. Swing, rips it. First base dugout. 1-1. Nola about to throw his 84th pitch of the day. The 1-1 misses high, ball 2-1. As of right now, it appears that J.R. Ritchie's going to stay in the rotation. You would tend to think he's either going to pitch Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how they'll probably try to manage his innings, the 2-1 pitch, down and away. 3-1. But he could just get one more start and then get sent back down because Spencer Strider, who is pitching his final rehab today in Gwinnett, or at least that's what's being assumed, he could be ready to enter the rotation next weekend. Nola steps off the bunt. Then another reason why is if you can stretch it out correctly, Spencer Strider, you don't want his first start to go to be in Coors Field if you can help it. The 3-1 pitch, swing, slices it foul, do it again. Now, if it's cool out there in Denver, then all bets are off. But if it starts to warm up out there, that ball flies. The full count to Olsen. Pitch on the way. Swing! Hammers it foul into the first base dugout. We'll do it again. Braves lead it 6-0. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 4th inning. Right-hander Shugart is warming up in the pen for the Phillies. Full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the fastball. Make it the cutter. 2 down. 6th strikeout of the day for Nola. And now it's up to Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a quick fly out. First pitch swinging, and he laces that towards right field, and that'll be another 1 pitch out on Ozzie. So, Braves put 3 on but can't get him across. We go to the top of the 5th, leading by a 6-pack.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times, but I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello.
Toga!
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka.
Toga!
Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, object anyway.
Toga!
October 11th.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th.
Toga!
I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
Toga!
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here. Tonight, this is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them!
Guys tired?
Gonna get all sleep I need when I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here.
Toga!
Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
Toga!
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga! 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 Toga!
Okay? All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Chris Sale goes back to work. First pitch on the way is upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Down and away, 1-1. 6-0 Atlanta. It'll be Sosa, Moore, and Marchand, so the 7, 8, 9 hitters here in the fifth. The 1-1 pitch right there smacks the zone. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, got him. Chris Sale, 9 strikeouts on the day. Lefty righty here. First pitch is right there inside at the knees. Four-seamer misses, 93 miles an hour. It's 1-0. The 1-0 turns and kicks. Right there in the inner track. It's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, swing, fouls it back, four-seam fastball, 2-1. Two-one pitch, drops it below the knees. They're going to challenge this one. I think he's going to win this one, but we'll have to see. It's really close. And he will win it, so that'll change the count to 3-1. Three-one count. Misses. Ball 4. See, he heads on down to first. Chris Sale with the second walk of the day. First pitch swinging. Four-seam fastball lifted out into center field, and Eli White's there. F8 in your scorecard. Quickly 2 down. That'll bring you back to the top of the order. Trey Turner to the plate. Turner 1 for 2 with the strikeout. Lefty, righty, first pitch on the way. Down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Infield back into the left. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One count. Braves lead it 6-0. Top of the 5th inning. Kicks and fires. Swing, chops it foul off the plate. It's 1-2. Schwarber is on deck. Harper in the hole. 2 outs. Sale is at 88 pitches. You'd like to see him get through 6, but considering the pitch count, the heat, and the lead, he may be done after 5. The 1-2 check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the line. I guess he held up. And it's a 2-2 count. The other thing they could do is send him out there to face Schwarber and Harper and then pull him when Reyes comes up. If it can get Turner here. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, lifts it. High, but not very deep. Underneath it in left field is Mauricio Dubon, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash, leading by 6. Harris, Riley, Dubon coming to the plate.
Excuse me, do you know how to get to town?
Yeah, it's back the way you came.
Hey, Braves fans, Braves baseball all season long. Hi, I'm Mac McGee, and I'll be bringing you Braves baseball play-by-play for the Braves fans out there, for all of Braves country. So pull up an armchair and join us for Braves country baseball, first pitch to last pitch, all season long, right here.
White people, I want to have a conversation with y'all because y'all have really pissed me off. Where are the new rock bands? Like when I was growing up, we had Green Day. Y'all keep trying to twerk. That's the problem. We need some headbangers. Like what happened to all the garage bands? I ain't met a white dude in like 10 years that said him and his band. That just randomly brings up his band. Do y'all not do that anymore? Why all the skater boys want to be DJs and rappers and producers? What is going on? White people, I say this because I care. Stop rapping. Bring back the rock bands. We didn't even judge y'all because the singer really could never sing. We never judged y'all because the music was that good. Can we please have that back?
Armchair.
Is there no way we can get rid of him?
Not without cause.
I have cause. It is because I hate him.
Now is Henry Aaron. Here's a pitch to Aaron. All game in the 7th inning. The Cardinals lead 3-0. Here's a pitch to Henry Aaron. There's a drive way back. It's out on the Glen Avenue in right center. Tremendous home run. Hit the light tower out there. Holy cow, did he kiss that ball. There's his 42nd home run of the year. His 126th run batted in. Oh, did he hit that ball.
Welcome back. 6-0 your score. And we got a delay here. I believe Marshawn's having an issue with his PitchCom device. Whoever that is in the dugout must have been asleep because he came to the top of the steps and said, what do you need? The guy had been tugging at his earpiece the whole time. Like, what do you think I'm doing, man? The inning has started. I prefer Reese's Pieces underwater. I'm not a big M&M fan. So here we go. Finally, after all that, the PitchCom device really has sped up the game, hasn't it? First pitch is right there off the plate to Michael Harris. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Inside. 2-0. Two-0 count. Down below the knees. 3-0. Harris looking for his first hit of the day. He has struck out twice versus Nola. Nola sitting at 92 pitches. Riley on deck. The pitch on the way right there. P at the knees. 3-1. So a 3-1 count. Wow. Thanks, Gaming. The 3-1 right there. And it's a full count. Nola stepping off the mound. I bet you before the inning started, they asked Nola if he wanted out. He said, well, I want to face Michael. I've struck him out twice. The pitch. Inside ball 4. Doesn't get him this time. And that gives us time to play this.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Gooba gobble, gooba gobble, gooba gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Gooba gobble, one of us. Gooba gobble, one of us. Gooba gobble. Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
Austin Riley, the batter. First pitch on the way is right there at the knees.
Gooba gobble, one of us.
0-1. Thank you kindly. Hunter Plays Gaming. Gaming RX. I might be butchering that. Thank you, Hunter. As the 0-1 pitch swing rolls it on the ground over to short. It's going to be a 6-3 put out on the play. Michael finds his way down to second, and there's one away. So Harris into scoring position. Braves lead it 6-0. Yeah, Hunter gets the game ball. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch is right there for a strike to Dubon. You'd like to see him start swinging the bat better. He's 1 for 2 today, but his batting average has dropped about 60, 70 points over the last few weeks. Remember, he was white hot at the beginning of the year. The 0-1 swing, fouls it back. He tripled the center. A little bit of good fortune. That ball could have been caught by Moore, but nonetheless, it was a hard hit ball regardless. He's also flown out. The 1-2 to Dubon. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1-2. No, he hasn't been swinging the bat as well, and he has had a very bad record on the ABS system. We all know that. But all in all, what I like about Dubon, other than great glove man, good base runner, he gives you normally very professional at bats. The 1-2 pitch, swing, chopper, back to the mound. They look back, Harris at second. Nola spins and fires it first, and there's 2 away. 2 down, and the Book of Eli will come to the plate. And that might be it. Yep, that's going to be it. This is Rob Thompson, I believe, coming out to the mound. I believe that Shugart's still warming up. We'll take the real quick break when we return. Braves lead at 6-0 here on a Sunday afternoon in Braves country.
Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
6-0 your score. Eli White coming to the plate. Shugart coming on for the Phillies. Harris at second. First pitch swinging by Eli, and that's going to end the inning. Well, that was quick. One pitch, one out as Shugart comes on. He'll put out the fire, and the Braves still lead at 6-0. We'll go to the 6th, leading by 6 here in Truist Park, Atlanta, Georgia.
So I told my psychiatrist I was hearing voices in my head. He said I don't have a psychiatrist.
I'm going to UCLA because my wife went to UCLA Med School. Shout out, Tran. You completely hold. That's her last name. That's her last name. Relax, ESPN. How dare you?
Armchair.
Is you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Is you crying?
Go on, leave me alone. You know I'm watching the game. No, I'm not crying.
I told you they was finna lose. I don't know why you acting like this.
Why is you talking about my business? Why is you talking about my business? They cheated, though. They cheated. They cheated. When they lose, don't talk to me for the rest of the week. Why is you bothering me?
Whoa, what about the wristbands? You act like they finna throw you in the game to save the last couple of points for you.
Would you leave me alone? Would you leave me alone?
You don't even cry for me like this.
I only known you for 2 months. It's been my team for 22 years.
It is especially fitting that today, in the midst of baseball's most exciting event, the World Series, we pause to honor Jackie Robinson.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. I would just like to say that I was really just a spoke in the wheel of the success that we had some 25 years ago. I would like to also say that I would be a real pleasure if Mr. Rickey could have been here with us today, but to the members of the family, my entire love and gratitude for the things that he's done over the years. And I also want to say how pleased I am that my family can be here this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Welcome back, Chris Sale. First pitch on the way is off the plate wide to Schwarber. It's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup, 6-0 the score. The 1-0. Inside. 2-0. Sale is probably at the end of his rope here. .92 pitches. The 2-0 pitch right there at the knees, 2-1. Both teams with one ABS challenge left. The 2-1 count. Kicks and fires. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 3-1. You got Harper on deck, and then after that it would be Reyes. We talked about this last inning, but there's a good chance Reyes would spell the end for Sale unless there's nobody on. The 3-1 pitch. Swing, rolls it foul. Do it again. That would put him right around 100. Now we will have an extra day built in with tomorrow being an off day. They haven't announced the starting rotation yet for the Detroit series, but you would expect it to be somewhere in the neighborhood of Raylo, then Ritchie, and then Holmes. The payoff pitch swing, chops it over towards first. Olsen steps on the bag. Or Olsen flips it to Sale, who steps on the bag. Excuse me. Had it backwards in my head. One away. It is 2-1 Colorado, so good news there. They are in the 6th inning. Well, wouldn't that be something if Colorado swept them in a doubleheader at Citi Field? Woo, Nelly. Lefty-lefty matchup. Bryce Harper digs in, pitch swinging, bangs it over towards first. This is almost an exact replay. It's going to be an underhanded scoop from Olsen. 3-1 and 2 down. So now with 2 outs, they may let him face Reyes. See if he can get the quality start. Reyes, of course, hit that home run. He's just gotten good swings on Sale. He rocketed that one in his first at bat. He did strike him out in the second at bat. Felix Reyes just came up last weekend, hit a home run off the Sale. And Drake's out there talking to him about their game plan. Be nice to see Sale to pitch 6 shutty. Be beautiful for him to end with 10 strikeouts, wouldn't it? Right now he's sitting on 9. Only 1 hit allowed, by the way. That hit happened pretty early on, so didn't really focus on it. But 1 hit and 2 walks. Someone was asking earlier, would you rather have, what was it, Garrett Crochet or Sale? I'm telling you right now, I would take Sale over anybody in baseball when he's pitching like this. First pitch is outside wide for a strike. It's on 1. I know he doesn't have the velo that some of the younger guys have it, man. The craftiness and just the bulldog mentality that he has, where he just knuckles down as the 0-1 swing. Chops it foul. It's 0-2. And not to mention the fact that when you hear other guys talk, they're constantly talking about how Chris Sale is mentoring them and whatnot. So he's a leader in the clubhouse, and that can't be defined on paper. Richie was saying after the game the other day that he talks to Sale quite a bit. He just came to the major leagues as the 0-2. Swing, rips it over to short, but it's an atom ball. Here comes Dubon, fires it across the diamond like a laser, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th, leading by 6 here in Braves country.
Like 7 years ago, I hit my hand on a chop saw blade. It was as it was slowing down. There was no guard on the chop saw. So I hit my hand on it as it was slowing down. It took a big old chunk out of my hand after it got stitched up and it healed and the stitches got taken out. This showed up and I started freaking out. It's cancer. They're going to have to amputate. I'm going to die. And after the nurse stopped laughing at me and caught her breath, she informed me that it's just scar tissue.
It's whiskey.
Smells awful.
Well, all whiskey smells awful.
Then why do people drink it?
Well, it's like when grown-ups have a party. They drink it to have a good time.
Gee, if it's a party, don't they have a good time anyway?
Well, grown-ups have a harder time having a good time than kids do.
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but stop grounding your kids from their online games. Log into those games and get them banned.
25 years after his historic debut, Jackie Robinson agreed to throw out the first ball of the 1972 World Series. He was just 53, but diabetes had dimmed his sight. Heart disease had slowed his step. Jackie Robinson died 10 days later. In his autobiography published after his death, Robinson recalled playing in his first World Series game. There I was, the black grandson of a slave, the son of a black sharecropper, part of a historic occasion, a symbolic hero to my people. But I must tell you that it was Mr. Ricky's drama and that I was only a principal actor.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@Braves Country. Six to nothing your score. Braves 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Philadelphia 0-1-1. First pitch swinging by Mateo. That ball scalded up the middle. That's a worm burner, baby. And it's a leadoff single for your Atlanta Braves. Good piece of hitting there by Mateo. Trey Turner dove out to try to stop it. just under his glove. Righty-righty matchup to Ronald Acuna Jr., who's 2 for 2 on the day. Pitch misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Acuna, infield single, hard hit infield single. A walk, a single to left is the 1-0 pitch. Runner goes, and they're going to say he's out. Tagged him on the wallet, and Mateo thinks he's safe. What's hard for me to tell off of that replay was that he looked like he beat it, but as he was sliding, the runner's leg was blocking the view. Here's another look. Oh, yeah, he did get him. I thought he had hit him on the wall. He actually tagged him on the back and then popped him on the wall. So good call there by second base umpire Dexter Kelly. As Mateo gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar, and there's one away, the 1-1. Out and away from Shugart, sweeper missing. 2-1. Chase Shugart. This will be a sixth pitch of the afternoon. Kicks and fires. Broken bat. Flares it over towards the first base dugout. That bat just sawed in half. Rest in peace. Not in a million pieces. The bat boy had to go out there and grab a bunch of splinters out of the grass. Good Lord, that thing just shattered. Good thing there wasn't any cork in that one. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him. 96. 2 down. Shugart with his first strikeout of the day. That'll bring Drake Baldwin. And that's going to be it. And Rob Thompson's, he's managing this game like he's in a tie ball game. 6-0 your score. We're going to get another pitching change. Believe it's a right-hander. We'll have to introduce him when we return.
Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We're excited to bring you a brand new season. Your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
It's actually going to be Tim Miza coming on, the left-hander. Thought that was strange, but the way he had his glove in his hand, I thought it was a right-hander coming in. Tim Miza, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to Mr. Drake Baldwin is fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. 2 singles, a walk, a run, and an RBI. The 0-1. Right there at the knees. 0-2. 0-2 count. Braves have the day off tomorrow. Then it's a 3-game set at home versus Detroit. Philadelphia Phillies, they have a day off tomorrow, and then 3 at home against San Francisco is the 0-2. Misses right there, 1-2. Then they head to Miami for 4. That could be a fairly big series in the division. Is the 1-2. Just misses, 2-2. Then they've got a little break in their schedule as they're at home against the A's and the Rockies back-to-back before they go out on the road to Boston and Pittsburgh, the 2-2. Slices it foul. Tell you what, though, they have a rough stretch around Memorial Day. So not only will they host the Reds in Cleveland at home, but then they go out on the road to the Padres and Dodgers and then back at home against the Padres on that late May, early June. The 2-2 pitch. Swing! That ball's hammered over to second base, a one hopper. It's going to be a 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. Braves 6, Phillies nothing. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Feeling good in the neighborhood.
Just got invited to an event that starts at 8 p.m. I'm sorry, but not all of us are on cocaine.
How you doing, Ace?
Anybody been on base?
Nobody.
Nobody?
This I ain't seen much of.
Me neither.
I never have. What's the matter?
I don't know if I have anything left.
You just throw whatever you got, whatever's left. The boys are all here for you. We'll back you up. We'll be there. Because we don't stink right now. We're the best team in baseball right now, right this minute, because of you. You're the reason. We're not going to screw that up. We're going to be awesome for you right now. Just throw. All right? Come on.
I just met someone whose name was Hanna, and I said, "Oh, Hannah," and she said, "No, Hannah." I'm hanging on by a thread, people. I cannot do this.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
I don't know of anybody besides Robinson who could have done what he did. Many of the black players, Reggie Jackson, for example, said later, he's the only one of us who could have done it. Robinson, Mr. Rickey told him he'd have to turn the other cheek. And as Mr. Rickey said, it wasn't long before he didn't have any other cheek to turn. It just had simply been beat off. I think that they said that Robinson died from diabetes and other things. I think he died from the load he carried.
Six 0 your score, and Joel Pyomps will come on. Try to keep it right here. Pyomps set to face Garcia, Bohm, and Sosa. And now we got another PitchCom issue. This Pyomps. Haven't seen a ton of these this year. Really not that many. Last year was that first year that they had him. I mean, it was constant. You knew that they had gotten it off of Wish or Temu. You just, I envisioned like some bag of 1,000 coming in a saran wrap left on someone's doorstep. Adolis Garcia, the batter, first pitch on the way is a fastball high and inside, zips it right past his beard. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Down below the knees. Ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Rockies lead the Mets 3-1 in the 7th. That's game one of a doubleheader, so if you're bored later on, it's Kodai Senga for the Mets. I haven't seen the Rockies pitcher yet. 2-1 count. Swing, chopper, back towards the mound, off the glove of Pions, but he'll corral it, flip it. 1-3, Olsen with the out. One away. They're playing the second game of that series in Mexico City between Arizona and San Diego. I'm a little surprised that that's not the Sunday night game of the week. It's not. It's played at like 4 o'clock today or somewhere in that neighborhood. First pitch to Bohm is called for a strike there on the outer clip. It's 0-1. Just a little surprising when I saw that. I just assumed, is he 0-1, down and away, 1-1. Did you have a series like that you're trying to showcase? You would think Peacock would be all about that. The 1-1 pitch, misses high, 2-1. I think it's the Royals and someone tonight. Let me check who it is, the Sunday night game. I haven't listened to any of it. Yeah, it's Royals and Angels tonight. No, it's not. The 2-1 misses. 3-1. That's a 4 o'clock game. So are the Royals and Angels only doing I guess maybe the 4 o'clock game, the Royals Angels, is the Peacock game. The 3-1 pitch, swing lifted high and deep into left field. One away. Let me double check that on a better site. I'm starting to think the sports site that I'm on to give me the scores came from Wish. It's odd if the Sunday night game is 4 o'clock Eastern. First pitch is right there at the knees for a strike. Yeah, it is. It's the 4 o'clock Peacock game. I guess maybe they have NBA playoffs going. They don't want to compete against themselves. I don't know. Weird. The 0-1 count in the dirt, 1-1. So there is no night game this week. The latest game is the second part of that doubleheader set for 5:10, Rockies and Mets. They still haven't announced a pitcher, so I'm thinking Colorado's bringing somebody up. 1-1 misses outside, ball 2-1. I hate to break it to them, but the people who are watching Sunday Night Baseball are not the same people that watch NBA playoffs. They're just different fans. The 2-1, right there at the knees, 2-2. Underwater, if you were in here a little while ago, that clip that played with Wally and the Beeve explaining alcohol to each other, first thing I thought of was that's me trying to explain to Underwater the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Pyops comes in and gives us a clean inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, leading 6-0 against those Phillies. Welcome back.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Gooba gobble, gooba gobble, gooba gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Gooba gobble, one of us. Gooba gobble, one of us. Gooba gobble. Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
Bottom of the 7th, Braves lead at 6-0.
Gooba gobble, one of us.
Thank you, Caroline, for the $20 on our Cash App. Appreciate that. Just got the notification. And left-hander warming up out here for the Philadelphia Phillies is Matt Olson standing in. I believe it's still Miza. Tiny bit of a delay, especially on Sunday day games. If you remember the gentleman that always sings God Bless America, he just went out there on the, I always forget his name. I follow him on X just because, but I forget his name. But he just, Tim, is it Tim something? First pitch on the way, swing, fouls it away. It's 0-1. I've always had like mad respect for that guy because he goes out there, he puts on like a professional performance, and he's always out there in a tux, even if it's like 100 degrees in Atlanta. The 0-1 right there for a strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Thought they may mention him on the Braves X, but I don't see it. The 0-2 pitch, down and away, 1-2. One-two to Olson. Swing, lifts it. Into left, not very deep. F7 in your scorecard. Reyes with the catch, and there's one away. That's what I thought too. It's Tim. I always know him as Tim, but I don't even know how to look that up on my followers. You got a lot of Tims. What are you talking about? Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging by Ozzie Albies. He'll shoot that into right field. It's down for a base hit. All right, Ozzie Albies.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Ozzie goes from 0 for 3 to 1 for 4. And Michael Harris II will come to the plate. We'll hit your out-of-town scoreboard here in a second. First pitch on the way is upstairs for a strike to Michael. The 0-1. Sinker misses inside and down, 1-1. 1-1 count. Braves lead it 6-0. The pitch misses. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Chopper. First base side. Foul. Timothy Miller. Thank you. Yeah, I wish I had time to do that. Prepper. I've got 100 things going on here at once. I had that last one. I'll end up accidentally set off a Scud missile somewhere. The 2-2. Swing. Slices it foul. Aaron Bummer's warming up in the pen for the Braves. So we're likely to see him for the 8th inning. The 2-2 pitch, swing blasted high and deep into right field, but it's going to die just before the warning track for a loud out number 2. Got a lot of height on it, but got just underneath it. And Austin Riley will come to the plate. I think Ronaldo Lopez is warming up in the bullpen. It's hard for me to make it out, but it looks like Raylo. And that's going to be it. They're going to go ahead and get Miza out of the game. So Riley's coming to the plate. There's 2 outs here in the 7th. We'll be back in a flash. I'm going to double check that. I could have swore I just saw Raylo warming up. He could just be getting his tosses in, but that would be some breaking news. We'll be back in a flash. Welcome back. Braves lead at 6-0. That was Ronaldo Lopez warming up at the pen. Now, what you don't know is, was he warming up to come in, or were they just getting him his tosses in? Because in theory, he would be starting on Tuesday. But if J.R. Ritchie just Wally pipped him the other day, he might be going to the bullpen. First pitch on the way is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. We can get this lead a little further. I think you'll see Cookie Carrasco come in, as he's most likely going to be kicked to the curb in short order with the day off coming. The 1-0. Down and away. 2-0. There's really no need to have 3 long men in your bullpen. So if Ritchie ends up absorbing a spot with the day off, Raylo could be being skipped and pushed into the pen. The 2-0 swing, rips it over towards short. It'll be a 6-4, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 8th inning, leading by 6. We'll try to dig up what we can dig up on old Raylo in the bullpen.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Have dinner, ready? Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer.
Salad. They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
on the radio every day.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Aaron Bummer coming on. Rocking a 3.52 ERA. Lefty right to start it off. He'll face Dylan Moore to begin the inning. First pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Upstairs for a strike. It's on 1. Marchand is on deck, and then it's Turner. If anybody gets on, Schwarber and Harper. The 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. So yeah, that was Raylo warming up. Now the question is he coming in or is he just getting his tosses in? The 1-1 right there, 1-2. If you look at the Braves roster going into the series versus Detroit, you got to figure some moves are coming, especially with the 2-1 pitch right there at the knees. 2-2. Assuming health with Spencer Strider and everything goes well today, and that's his last start, that's opening up a slot on the roster, obviously, is the 2-2. Swing, hammers it down the line, foul. Out of play. I think in a perfect world, they would like to keep Martin Perez, and they'll try to hold on to Jose Suarez as long as they can. The 2-2 outside wide, 3-2. Cookie Carrasco would be the first one to go down with Strider coming up, but they can wait a few days on that. The payoff pitch, swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Who wants it? Can of corn coming off the shelf, making the catch. Ozzie Albies, F4 in your scorecard. 1 away. Better start investing in those corn futures again, Charlie. You know, not for nothing, the infielders aren't wearing shades and their sun's out and they're fighting the sun. Bat boy, ball boy, whatever you want to call him, needs to run out there and give everybody their sunglasses. The first pitch is outside wide for a ball. Lefty righty to Marchand. 0 for 1 on the day with a hit by pitch. The 1-0. Swing, rifles it down the line, foul. 1-1. Philadelphia Phillies, no runs, 1 hit and an error. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 10 strikeouts for the Braves. Philly with 7 against Atlanta. The 1-1 slaps the edge. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. Turns and kicks, swing, hammers it down the line at third, and it's off the glove of Riley, and that's going to be extra bases. I would assume they're going to give this an error. Looked like that went off his glove. Double check that again. Hard hit ball. He just whiffed it. That was an Olay is what that was. Riley thought he had it, and he just hit the side of his glove as it rolled away. He just misplayed it, pure and simple. I don't think he took his eyes off it. Just didn't land where he thought it was going to. Lefty-righty matchup. Pitch on the way is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-1. Oh, they did give it an error, by the way, so E5 in your scorecard. Trey Turner, the batter, 1 for 3 on the day. struck out and singled and flew out. The 1-0 right there. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it, swing, chops it over to second. Ozzy's got it, and he'll flip it to first, and there's 2 down. So both teams now have an error. The Braves with 9 hits, Philly with 1. The runner at third. There are 2 outs, but here comes Kyle Schwarber. Lefty, lefty. First pitch. Misses outside. Sinker for a ball. It's 1-0. Braves scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second, and then that's it. We've had zeros across the board. Nola settled down and was able to give the pitch right there for a strike. Evens up the count 1-1. Nola was able to give the Phillies 4 2/3 after those 6 earned runs in the first 2 innings. He put goose eggs up. He finished with 6 strikeouts, but did give up 7 walks. 1-1 down and away. Sweeper, it's now 2-1. The 2-1 count. Brings it. 3-1. On deck is Bryce Harper. Don't really want to be nibbling here if you're Bummer. The 6-run lead, you just got to go after him and make him beat you. Last thing you want to do is start walking guys at 3-1. Swing and a miss. Good sinker there over the top. So a full count. Full count. 6-0 your score. The payoff pitch. Swing, slices it foul. Do it again. In the bottom of the 8th. Braves will have the bottom of the order due up. Try to add some insurance. Colorado leads New York 3-1. Boston 5-2 over Baltimore as they play in Maryland. The payoff pitch. Swing, hammer down the line. Foul. Do it again. They're in Toronto, Canada, and the Blue Jays lead the Guardians 4-2. That game is in the 8th. In Cincinnati, Ohio, the Tigers are all over the Reds 8-3 in the 8th. Rays 4, Twins 2 in Tropicana Field, 8th inning. Brewers 5-0 over the Pirates in the 7th. The 3-2 swing hammered. High and deep. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is gone. A 2-run shot. Hit it into the chop house. And Kyle Schwarber and the Phillies are on the board. So it's not over yet. 377 feet. And that's Kyle Schwarber in a nutshell these days. I mean, he's still hitting below 200, but you got to be wary of the fact that he can clear the bases with any swing. Bryce Harper, the batter, first pitch is, we're going to challenge that, and I think we probably should. It was really close. Get an ABS challenge here. We'll hit the out-of-town scoreboard. We do win that challenge. It's 0-1. They're in Houston, Texas, and the Astros lead the Yankees 7-1 in the 7th. I don't know what Rob Thompson's complaining about. I feel like that dude would argue with the wall. That's what the delay is. The Phillies manager is whining and crying about something. And I don't know what whatever it is, I don't know. Strange. It happened right after the ABS challenge. Maybe he thought they were out of challenges. Whatever it is, he doesn't understand what's going on. So the 0-1 count. Swing and a miss over the sweeper inside. It's 0-2. They're in St. Louis, Missouri, and the Cardinals lead the Mariners 2-1 in the 7th. A's 2-0 over the Rangers in the 5th in Dallas. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So Bummer coughs up a 2-run home run, but we lead by 4. Bottom of the 8th we go. Time to get some insurance here in Braves country.
Yo, I guess I'm going to need to be the one to explain to all of the 40-year-old people and above, so 40 plus. Yo, you guys keep sending out these thumbs up emojis. Yo, we depict the thumbs up as a it's rude. You're rude.
All right, those of you that had thumbs up emoji on your bingo from hell card, go ahead and mark it off because that's the world we now live in. Younger generations are offended, bothered by, consider rude, triggered by a thumbs up emoji.
So, for example, if you spend $100 and you get a $10 reward, you just made $10.
That's not accurate. That's not how that works.
Yeah, because now in a future purchase, you just saved yourself $10. If you return an item at the store, you just earn money. So if you return something and buy something at the same time, it was free.
I feel like.
Or this one's so good. Like if you go to Starbucks or Dunkin' and you use your app, you scan and pay, it's free because that money was already there.
I'm never gonna have money.
What do you mean?
This is your mindset when you go to a store?
This is just how girl math works.
Girl math isn't a thing!
Armchair.
In 1973, a period of Watergate turmoil in Washington. In October, the Reds were playing the Mets in the National League Championship Series, and Potter Stewart was hearing, I won't quite say listening to, oral arguments in the Supreme Court, and he had a law clerk feeding him information on what was going on elsewhere. And at one point, the clerk handed him a slip of paper, and on it said, Cranepool flies to right, Agnew resigns.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Atlanta Braves 6, Philadelphia Phillies 2. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's bat around this inning. Add some runs on the board. Mauricio Dubon will lead us off. Right-hander Hoffman fires the first pitch. High and out of the zone. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Foul tip on the inside track. Bottom of the 8th inning, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for Atlanta. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Philly. The pitch on the way. Swing! That ball's hammered into right field. It's down for a base hit. And it's a leadoff single for your Atlanta Braves and Mauricio Dubon.
What they know about that?
Pardon me, would you have any...
But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
Eli White, the batter. Braves lead by 4, looking for insurance here in the 8th. Righty. Pitch on the way inside. Almost gets him on the belt. It's 1-0. On deck would be Mateo. And then Acuna's in the hole. That was the 10th hit for the Atlanta Braves today. Versus 2 for Philly. 6-2 your score. Bottom of the 8th, the pitch. Down and away, ball 2, 2-0. It's gone cutter, sinker, both of them missing the zone. Eli's 1 for 3 on the day with a 360 1-foot home run back in the second inning, at that point making it 5-0. The pitch inside. 3-0. The 3-0 count. By the way, they're going to the 9th in New York, and the Rockies lead the Mets 3-1. The 3-0 pitch. Right there for a strike, 3-1. All these things remind me when I see the Mets and Phillies. All it does, it reminds me of how brutal 2025 was for the Braves fans. The 3-1 pitch. Right down the pipe, taken all the way. Full count. That was a miserable experience last year. And every time you thought they were starting to turn the corner and get things going the right direction, they would take 2 steps forward and 5 or 6 back. The payoff pitch. Runner at first. Hoffman brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase one out of the zone. Nasty sinker. And there's one away. One up, one down. First pitch is outside wide to Jorge Mateo, 1 for 3 on the day. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Brings it. Swing, rips it over to the left side of the infield, and that's going to double them up. L5 in your scorecard, and Mateo was way off. Dubon was way off the bag after Mateo's hard rip. It looked like it was heading to left field, but instead it'll end the inning. We go to the 9th, leading by 4 against the Phillies.
Supposed to drink water now. When did that start? Do you remember any time of any moment in childhood that some adult told you, hey, gotta drink water? No, my guy. I'm talking every single sport. Running in the summer, 9-10 hours a day in the blistering heat. Not one single adult told me, drink water. I thought you only drink water like after gym. Did not know you were supposed to be drinking this much water. Then there are like 8 glasses? 8 glasses of water in a day? I didn't drink 8 glasses of water through the 80s, 90s, early 2000s combined.
Hello, a political poll. I never have before, but go ahead, shoot. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Who? Oh, right. I don't know. Yeah, I'm already on the phone, okay? I'm taking a poll.
My apologies. Carry on.
Sorry about that, guy. Go ahead. I don't know.
How could you not know that?
Would you just hang up, please?
Why should I? The man's conducting a political poll, and he has the right to speak to someone who's not an ignoramus.
If you're so smart, why didn't you tell him that your total salary last year was $12?
That was after taxes.
One of the most flamboyant owners was Charles O. Finley of the Oakland Athletics. He was an old-fashioned autocratic entrepreneur with revolutionary ideas. And for 3 years in a row, 1972, 73, and 74, they were the best team in baseball. They had 3 key players, Joe Rudy, Bert Campaneris, and Reggie Jackson, and 3 superb pitchers, Vida Blue, Raleigh Fingers, and Jim Hunter, a North Carolina farmer whom Finley dubbed Catfish because he thought a countrified nickname would add to his box office appeal.
Welcome back here. Robert Suarez is going to come on even though it's not a save opportunity. It's because, well, it is close enough. It's 4 runs. We also have a day off, and Suarez has not thrown that much this week. They wanted to get him work in regardless. First pitch on the way, swing. That ball is ricocheted off the face mask of home plate umpire McClinsky. He goes to the ground getting shot in the jaw by Evander Holyfield. It's 0-1. He's pissed. So he threw something on the ground, whatever it was. He fired it away. That ball knocked him on. Braves training staff's come out here to look at him. He's having to take his glasses off to show that he hasn't been concussed. I mean, the way he's been calling balls and strikes behind the plate, this can only help. We do hope he's okay. And I'll tell you what, I'm starting to think you almost have to take him out of the game at this point. I mean, they're over there asking him where he's at, and he's saying, I'm Batman looking for a Snickers bar. I've never seen it take this long. And that ball, when it came up and hit him, it got him right underneath the jaw and the mask. I guess he's going to stay in the game. Good luck to the batters and the pitchers here. I'm Batman. Here we go. The infield is back slightly to the right. Brandon Marsh has an 0-1 count. Robert Suarez ready to finish this puppy off. The first pitch on the way, high and out of the zone. Four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Oh, 1-1, excuse me. 1-1 count. He's gone four-seam to start the at-bat. The 1-1 off the plate. 2-1. 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing. Says foul. 2-2. Marsh is on for Reyes. Pinch hitting for him. First at bat in the game for Brandon Marsh. Whatever goo he puts in his hair, he's got it in the back of his hair now. He hasn't even been in the field, and he's got that wet, gooey junk in his hair. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Pumps it right down the track, and there's one away. I'd love to know how Underwater knows the guy's eating crackers. I mean, is he on screen eating crackers while he's calling a ball game? I'm so glad I'm busy during these games so I don't have to endure whatever it is y'all stumble across. The Adolis Garcia comes to the plate. Down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. I told y'all I found a Dodger one the other day, and I was curious, and I go in. I made it like 5 minutes because all the guy was doing was putting like really strange like cartoons all over the screen. Wasn't even concentrating on the game. The 1-0. Down and away, 2-0. There was like a dancing bear and, what do you call it? Slot machine noises and cartoons. The 2-0 pitch. Swing pops it up high in the sky. When it finally comes down into the glove of Ronald Acuna Jr., F9 your scorecard, and the Braves are one game away from winning another series. It sounds like it. I mean, but when and all in all, I thought the guy wasn't doing that bad of a job for the Dodgers, but all that nonsense, like who would sit in here and watch all this junk? Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I guess I'm just too old school. Alec Boehm, 0 for 3 on the day, batting 144. But the guy looked a lot older than I am, and I just didn't understand it. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifts it high into right field, and Beanfoot's going to come up snake eyes. I think he thought the Phillies had a chance, but Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Beanfoot, this is what we're talking about.
Do you see what you get, loser? Loser! Loser! Loser!
you see what you get when you mess with the Warrior?
Chris Sale, got to give him his flowers today. 6 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 9 punchies. Your Atlanta Braves continue their winning ways. We'll go to 20-9. Philly 9-19 on the year. We're going to give Hunter Plays the game ball. That came out of nowhere. Thank you, Hunter. We will see you next time. It'll be Tuesday. Tuesday, we will have Braves Country today. I think the Braves Country today it looks like it's going to be going later in the day to give folks out on the West Coast a chance to catch it more often. So plan on your Braves Country todays on the normal to come on at 5:30 Eastern. Gives folks who are getting off work at 5 a chance to get home, per se, or at least get in the car and turn it on. So 5:30 Eastern is what we'll go with. We may change that to 5:15, somewhere within 2 hours of first pitch. That way, if people miss it in the country club, they got a chance to check it out. You got to be a member to check it out. We'll have pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of the Detroit Tiger Series starting Tuesday. Hopefully, there's no rain out. And then we go to Colorado next week. We're putting the BCR schedule up here in a little bit here on the channel. Always check our posts. Keeps you in the know, not just of what's going on the channel, but any stuff we see in the news that might be interesting. Braves win a big series once again. Hope y'all enjoy your Sunday afternoon. Thank you for spending it with Braves Country.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.